knows about Brexit.
Yeah, quite.
No one's got a fucking clue what Brexit is, yeah? You watch Question Time, it's comedy.
Were you no clearer when Jeremy Corbyn
No, I ain't got a
Labour's
clue.
policy?
No one knows what it is. It's like this mad riddle that no one knows what it is, right? So what's happened to that twat David Cameron who called it on? Let's be fair.
I think you're referring to our former Prime Minister.
Yeah, but how comes he can scuttle off? He called all this on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He has no regrets.
Where is he? He's in Europe, in Nice, with his trotters up. Yeah? Where is the geezer? I think he should be held accountable for it. He should be held accountable for it.
It's a valid point. A lot of people do feel
Twat.
that
Danny Dyer didn't just express his opinion, he broke the silence that celebrities have maintained for so long when it comes to politics. Think about how often people with his level of fame dare to openly criticize the UK government on live TV. It's not just rare, it's almost unbelievable. But Danny, having the courage, decided to take this step. In a world where every word can be distorted and a negative reaction can ruin a career, Danny still chose to say what many people really think. He did not embellish his words, did not hide behind diplomacy. This requires real courage, which most politicians don't even have enough of. Danny has become the voice of those who are tired of inaction and hypocrisy, and his bold move inspires us all.
My one rant would be that we must learn now that the people who went to Eton can't run this country. Okay, they've done it, they've tried to do it, and this little small group who all went to the same school in the same class, it doesn't work. So I feel we need some working class people that have lived a real life, people that are in touch with what's going on in reality, to maybe come to the front now and start to getting involved in how this country's run.
He doesn't just share his feelings, he does what many consider vital for our country. He demands responsibility from those in power. At a time when trust in the government seemed to have reached an all-time low, Danny stood up and exclaimed with a full heart, "Enough, this is important, not only because he is famous, but also because he boldly voices what every average British citizen feels, who does not have the opportunity to express his opinion so openly." This is what makes his words especially powerful and meaningful. Danny Dyer's disappointment is not just his personal experience. It is a cry from the soul, reflecting the feelings of millions of people across the country. He talked about betrayal, and it touched the hearts of many. Why? Because the promises made to society have been repeatedly violated, and this causes deep pain. Danny is angry not only at himself, his anger is directed at everyone who has been let down by the system, which seems to care more about appearance than about real results. His words are not just a protest, they are a call to action, a call for justice, which we are all so eager to hear.
Would you ever go into politics full-time?
Oh, imagine.
No, darling, I'm too busy. I've got a game show on at the moment. I've got another podcast with my daughter, and of course I'm in the greatest soap that has ever been. So I'm all right for the minute. So let's just watch the government unravel themselves, I think, and let's just try and stay safe and just try and not catch this thing. And on the other side, I'm sure we're all going to be better, stronger, more considerate people for it.
The issue is no longer about party politics, it concerns deep-seated trust, which has been severely undermined. Danny stated with an open heart that he felt betrayed by the government. This is the betrayal that millions feel when they are faced with mounting bills, unaffordable homes, and endless excuses from leaders who promise to solve these problems, but only lead us away. Unsurprisingly, the UK is now on his side. He boldly voices the anger that many feel but cannot express, and this is anger that has been accumulating for years. The real shock is not that Danny feels this way, but that millions of others feel the same way. His words did not just cause controversy, they became a spark, igniting a wave of agreement. People aren't just listening, they're exchanging glances as if to say, finally someone said it. Danny's courage to tell the truth without fear of consequences makes him the voice of a nation that is tired of being ignored, rejected, and betrayed.
We can say firmly, proudly, confidently, the Labour Party has changed. Not because it was convenient to do so, not by fiddling around the edges, not just until the next person to lead the party comes along, but permanently, fundamentally, irrevocably. We have changed from a party that looked inward to a party that meets the public gaze, from a party of dogma to a party of patriotism, from a party of protest to a party of public service. Change is never easy, And I understand that some people won't like the changes that we've made. But I say this with...
Danny's disappointment over betrayal perfectly echoes Angela Rayner's recent statements, which made people think. Rayner claimed that there are a lot of vacant houses in the UK, but here's the thing, her words don't match what people see every day. The housing crisis concerns not only numbers, but also real people who are trying to find housing. Young people can no longer even dream of owning their own home, and rents are reaching sky heights. Rayner's comments do not reflect the reality that people are facing, and this only adds fuel to the fire of public anger. The essence of the problem is justice. People are wondering why new houses are being built, if they are inaccessible to them. The point is not to blame, but to demand responsibility. Leaders like Rayner need to understand why so many Britons feel left out in their own country. Danny's anger vividly reflects this frustration, making his criticism particularly relevant to the daily struggles of people across the UK.
The Labour Party is unrecognisable from 2019, and it will never go back. It will never again be a party captured by narrow interest. It will never again lose sight of its purpose or its morals. And it will never again be brought to its knees by racism or bigotry. If you don't like that, if you don't like the changes that we've made, I say the door is open and you can leave. But to all those who can see we've changed for the better and are excited about doing even more, to all those who dream of a Britain that is fairer, greener, more dynamic, to all those who want to make this great country greater still, I say, the door is open, come in, make us your home again. Working together, I believe we can do great things for our country. I believe we can be a force for good, and that starts today.
If Danny Dyer has demonstrated anything, it's Keir Starmer's complete detachment from the people he's trying to control. His recent attempt to resume political activity aimed at restoring public trust has proved to be a real disgrace. His speech was filled with vague promises and empty assurances, while he easily blamed the Conservatives for all the existing problems. Yes, the Conservatives did leave chaos behind, but people don't need excuses, they need real solutions. Starmer tries to present himself as a leader capable of changing Britain, but he completely fails to understand what is really important. The public craves not just words, but real actions that will change their lives for the better. His attempt to explain the legacy of these problems looked weak and evasive, as if he did not realize how serious the situation was. People understand that the system is broken, and they demand clear answers to the question of how Labour is going to fix it. Instead of offering solutions to key problems such as the housing crisis or the prohibitively high cost of living, Starmer's relaunch looked like a desperate attempt to create the appearance of strength, without offering any real answers.
Oh, my little sweet Katie. Oh, baby. It's been far too long, man. Jesus Christ, I miss your little face. No, I'm always very grateful for you. You've always supported me. You've always been there for me. I know that it was upsetting when I left EastEnders, but you've got to understand, babe. Once they put Mick with Janine, it was time to fuck off. You've got to understand that. It just didn't work. You know it didn't work. I know it didn't work. Who knows what the future holds, you know? You never know. Maybe I will pop me nut back in one day, you know? As long as Kelly's still there, of course. I've been watching it myself and I'm like, oh, my poor little Linda, what are they doing to her? She's a fucking murderer now, can you believe it?
No wonder people like Danny talk openly. The public is not looking for blame, it craves real leadership. Starmer had a unique chance to prove himself, but instead he provided his critics with all the arguments to question his ability to lead. This brings us to an important question that worries everyone. When will Labour, including Keir Starmer, Angela Rayner and Rachel Reeves, finally stop talking empty words and start acting? It's not just Danny Dyer who is disappointed. People all over the UK are tired of the endless stream of empty promises. They are tired of hearing that things are getting better when their daily reality says otherwise.
I'm sure our paths are going to cross again one day, babe. I've got some really good stuff coming out this year, and you know, one of them's going to be massive. I did a Disney thing. I've done this thing called Mr. Big Stuff, which I'm hearing amazing things. It's on Sky. It comes out in May, and I've just done my film Marching Powder. So hopefully you'll stay super proud of me, and you'll be always supporting me. But yeah, you're one of my true ones, you know. I'll never forget you. And next time I see you, I'm going to give you a massive cuddle. and we can have another photo together, all right, baby? But I hope you're well, and I hope you're doing what you want to do, and you're happy in life. And don't let the fucking brain get the better of you, because I know what this fucker's like, you know? Because you're an amazing kid, all right? And so, always grateful for your love. Love you, Katie. Bye, baby.
The leaders of the Labour Party continue to make statements that do not reflect reality at all, and this causes anger among people. Whether it's housing, jobs, or utilities, the gap between their words and actions is becoming more pronounced and painful. Starmer claims to support the working class, but where is the evidence? Rayner talks about a lot of affordable homes, while people can barely afford an ordinary apartment, and this is just absurd. Rachel Reeves promises economic stability, but most families feel in even more difficult conditions than ever, and this is unbearable. Danny's anger is not just about exposing a lie, it's a cry for real change, and the public is on his side. People no longer need empty speeches or loud press conferences that lead to nothing. They need effective policies, real leaders who really listen, and a government that keeps its promises. Until the Labour Party starts acting, discontent will only grow, and this will become a real riot. The question is, will they be ready to hear this call, or will they continue to pretend that everything is fine when in fact everything is on fire? Share your thoughts in the comments. See you.